reflex. Okay. So I want to see this occur. Let's quick save. Oh, I can't save. Where's Lana? There she goes. She just switched, but she switched, of course, to a fucking bear. Of course. I don't want her switching to a bear.
Let's go. Right.
Chance we could disable her. In bear form, pretty sure she's below 25% health. She's not.
Wait, something else.
Now she's below 25% health. When she's below 25% health, she's supposed to be using second wind. I'm not even sure that's on her list anymore, but it was in the list. God, it's almost like she is not fucking paying any attention to this. No, it's not on this list anymore. Alright. This one is enemies in melee range greater than 0. Why is this even relevant? I don't need enemies in greater range. If health is below 25%, shapeshift into a bear. And enemies are in melee range. Shapeshift into a fucking cat, which you never, ever, ever, ever do. Okay, so we have that backed up now. I wonder if it, well, okay. If I just remove this entirely. I want the back up. I just remove this entirely. This one. What does she do? So she should be fucking using this. She just did. Good. It's a start. Okay, bear form ended. She got a big heal. She's not shifting at all. You know she could be. Why doesn't she want to fucking shift? Alright, let's check that again. Sorry guys, this might be a little bit boring as I work through this, but I need to get this working. A little bit of time now will be a lot of headache later. Need to save a little bit more regularly though.
I'll see it done.
You.
A generous bestowal.
Being donated at. Thank you, Night Sparrow. Yeah, man. Send help? I can't send help. I'm in the same boat. Super fun. Super fun. I appreciate the donation. What's the other thing I wanted to do? I wanted to give chat grenades. Alright. It's going to be long-term beneficial to have this set up. So the current problem is, I'm also worried, by the way, that the saves don't keep the... Look, she's back to Druid aggressive, Barbarian aggressive. There's not a chance in hell that's what she's supposed to be using. Okay, but interestingly, this is independent of the saves. I'm tempted to scrap both these. I feel like something's fucked up with those. I don't want Barbarian aggressive. Can run Druid aggressive, that's fine. Let's duplicate Druid aggressive. Druid aggressive is the bear stuff. Don't care about this. Or that. I do care about that. I care about the Cat's Fury. Always true. Surrounded sounds not useful. Attack low health enemy. Now this is the big one here. Now it's really interesting that this is duplicated like this. I don't know why it's duplicated like this. I mean, bear is the first one on the spirit form list, both here but also in the actual spell list. Yeah, it's super fun when it gets to work, because basically then you create your characters and you turn them loose and they do all sorts of cool things based on the stuff that you've set up. But it's not working as intended right now, clearly. I don't want this list on here twice. So now the list is once. With 2 wolves. Okay. Now, let's just make this as basic as fucking possible. Go to cat form. Go to stag form. Go to wolf form. Go to bear form. Go to boar form. Enemies in melee range greater than 0. Shift. Go cat fury. This is about as simple as it fucking gets. And we're going to add one more because I don't want it quite as simple as this. Self is below 25% health. Second wind. Self is above 90% health. And enemies in melee range greater than 0. Fury. Frenzy. Whatever. Okay. Put this all the way up so we don't fucking die. Save that. Make sure it actually saved. All right, let's try that.
I shall make it so.
I got this. I got it.
So we threw a grappling hook and made some noise. It's fine. Let's do that again. I want this fight for testing purposes. All right. So she's frenzied. Pretty sure frenzy's only supposed to take effect. Isn't that wrong already? Oh, it didn't save all of that. Doesn't want to save that. It won't save targets in enemy melee range. Trolly fucking game. Alright, there's another one we can use instead of that, which is self-engaged, right?
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
Archer Nick, thanks for the sub. Welcome to the channel. So what does this actually have for us? Did it do it? No, no. Anytime I add anything to it, it just tells me it saves and then doesn't actually save. What a great, great fucking system. Engaging anyone. Makes the save noise, that's exciting. Is it there? No. Fucking piece of shit. Let's try that out of combat, perhaps. You wanting light on spoilers? Sorry, man. I don't think I can play an RPG without giving spoilers, right? Like, there's no way to do that. I'll spoil this system for you. This system should be great, and it's currently killing me. So clunky, the interface too. Like, I have to click so many times to get back to where I was. I just want to make a change and save it. And to do that, I have to back out of the entire interface and then go back through this. And it still doesn't fucking save. It doesn't give me like a failed message or an error. It just doesn't do that. Let's remove that. I don't know why it's being a pain in the ass, but let's assume it is. All right, self-engaging anyone and greater than 90. I mean, I wonder if it's, I mean, it's an and conditional. Both of these have to be met before it should do something. It's not an or conditional. Need self is not below 90%. Then we frenzy. Target type self, prioritized by none. Sure. Alright, did any of that take? No. Self-engaging anyone. Now we're frenzying. So now, like, it keeps the engaging part but dumps the 90%. Why? Game, I had this yesterday working to do the frenzy part at 90%, and that portion was working. Nope, gone. Restarting the game? Sure, let's try restarting the game. Can't be worse than this current idea. little frustrating. Just close the game. And by quitting the game, I've now frozen the game. Too bad. This is kind of my favorite part of the game right now, is that I can make, because there's so many things that happen so quickly in combat and so repetitively in combat in this game that it feels super cool to be able to tell your guys to do certain things. Like, yeah, in this scenario do this, in this scenario do this. What a cool idea. You can like have the decision logic for your characters as opposed to having to make that exact same decision logic while pausing a million times. So I can watch the fights play out. Super cool. Super cool idea. Needs to work. All right, what if any changes were saved? Nothing. Nothing was fucking saved. I had that working yesterday. Yesterday that was working. Game. 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 That is slightly infuriating. It's not like, you know, 5 might. It's not even this, because this isn't even the correct frenzy. Because this is a raged frenzy. This doesn't even give me the correct tooltip. It's not like 25% attack speed, and then 5 might, 5 constitution, 2 armor, and 2 armor penetration, which are the other things that happen out of this, are important to a barbarian, right? It's not like that's the entire reason we multi-classed. It's not like that might be important to do from time to time. So it's only going to let me have 1 priority. Engaging anybody. Frenzy. Fucking suicidal. Let's see if it will even do that. Let's see if it will run the basic... Alright, let's see what happens this fight. Does it transform? Does it transform into bear form? Oh shit, I didn't even check. Is the order correct for this? Hold on. Yeah, so it should be anything but bear first. I'm okay with the immediate frenzy. Whatever.
Head. Word.
No prisoners!
Okay, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing either. Chat's supposed to be only casting this buff when he's in melee. Or engaged or something. What does it actually say? No, I didn't keep the other one. It's not letting me do double conditionals today. Alright, whatever, fine. I mean, this is still better than not casting the buff. Okay, for some reason, she's above 90 and hasn't cast Frenzy. She runs over. Now she turns cat form. That's a huge increase. And she used fucking Pounce. That's amazing. And now she's Frenzy. And now she's Frenzying. Because she's above 90%, I guess. That's really good so far.
Take him down.
And she fucking destroys a Naga. Well, the thing is, what did I do differently? What did I learn from that? Like, it's not like... And that almost worked. Let's duplicate this now. And try adding a second conditional. We're below 25%. Do this. And maybe they have to be exclusive. And if they are above 25%, those should be exclusive, right? So now this is, if we're not below 25% and enemies in melee range, we do this order. If we are below 25% and enemies in melee order and melee, we do this order. Okay. No, Mr. Monteponti, we've tried it both ways. The health conditionals first, followed by the non-health conditionals. Tried it both ways. Hasn't done shit. It's so frustrating that it doesn't tell you when it saves and when it doesn't too. What am I looking for right now? I'm looking for self is engaged. Engaging anyone. Although that one seems to be not quite as good as enemies in melee range. Oh, I just scrolled up and it just moved it to. Okay, enemies in melee range greater than 0. Alright, how much of that saved? How much of that just got immediately removed? So, self is not below 25% health, we do these. Self is below 25% health, we do these. This one keeps losing its tag of when to frenzy. It won't take its secondary conditional. I don't understand why. Is it always true fucking it up? It's really hard to use ability like this dangerous without that. Alright, so let's go ahead and load. This is a perfect fight for testing it. It's a short fight, but long enough that I can cast a couple spells. Alright, let's see if any of that's still there after the auto load. This is behaviors. The behavior of this is different, right? So yeah, so these survive saves and loads, interestingly. I mean, maybe because these conditionals are... There's 2 things to do, but isn't that the whole point?
Quitters never win.
Thank you, Chad. 37-month resub. Cheers on that. Isn't this the whole point of there being an order? Also, let's drop that down to... I don't even care. Like 7 seconds, 10 seconds maybe. Oh wait, this is a 20-second one, and the other one should be a 10. Game, I scroll down, you drop me up again? You're fucking kidding me. Okay. Try cloning the frenzy action, delete the original, and make a copy. Make a copy of Q conditions. Chat. There's some issues with troubleshooting with chat. A lot of stuff gets repeated. A lot of times when we do something, someone in chat misses it and then suggests the same fucking thing. I've deleted this conditional, this entire frenzy thing like 8 times. It's not letting me do 2 conditionals with Frenzy. And it was totally letting me do 2 conditionals yesterday. There hasn't been an update. It's a huge damage boost and literally the core of the ability, the core of this character's abilities. I mean, I'm glad it's saving the other ones right now. Oh, it didn't actually save the other ones. If you look, it's missing a conditional here too that we set up. I wonder if it's a conflict because of it's not saving that anymore, of the other thing over there. This is multiple things to do at 25% health. No, it just won't save that at all now. Add 3 conditions and see if the top 2 are saved. Wow. That's interesting. All right, let's try that then. So enemies in melee range greater than 0 and we're below 25% health. Then shapeshift to a bear. Kept the last 2. All right. Let's try adding some others then. So it will keep 1, but if you go more than 1, I need to save 2. Like this one didn't require I do that. Why is it only for that shit? I don't know. I don't care. Like if it works, it works. All right. Not below 90% and enemies or self. All right. It's self enemies greater than 0. That and random when we don't care and frenzy and look at that. Wow, chat. Wow, chat. Saving the day. Holy shit. What can't we accomplish together, chat? Enemies in melee range. Enemies in melee range. Oh, thanks. Enemies in melee range. Animal companion. Kept the animal companion one. Sure. Okay, we're not ever touching that again. Render some note to self. Okay, we got one more to add. And this is if self is below 25% health. We should second wind and chocolate. Okay. Below is heal. Above is frenzy. Below is shapeshift. Above is shapeshift. In cat, stag, wolf order versus bear, boar, cat order. Actually, that should be up 1, 2. Stag is better survivability than these others. Okay. Third condition could always be true. Yeah. Anything broken when moving that around? No. Could this possibly work? All right, let's move some stuff around. I think this should happen ahead of shape shifting. Okay, and I think the emergency shapeshifts should happen ahead of the regular shapeshifts. And then I need these labeled so I can actually fucking figure out what the hell's going on. This is... what is it called? Second wind? Second wind. And this is... Alright. Everything good? Can we actually take the fight again? Healing. Healing. Damage. Cat Fury. And Frenzy. Frenzy lost one of his conditionals while we move things around. Of course, why wouldn't it? Alright. Our body is enemies in melee range plus greater than 1. Oh, it's cool with that now. Okay, never touch it again. See if it works. Oh, I just touched it again by doing that. Alright. Let's go ahead. That's just one. We have 5 of these to do, but let's go ahead and make a save. I believe. Okay. It's grappling hook. Toss the grappling hook. Alright. Incoming Nagas.
Trouble.
Bring them down.
Alright, she's running. So far, she hasn't done anything like she's supposed to. Oh, here comes cat form. Here comes flurry. Here comes rage. Fuck yeah.
So much for you. This weapon's no good to me. Teach you a lesson. Quick, toss me something.
So right now she's going 8. Oh, I wanted to check, by the way. Does her buff affect her or not? So currently she has 45% damage from might. She has carnage. Oh, that's regular. She has stride. She has frenzy, which gives her action speed and might and a bunch of other shit. Good. She is getting 2 weapon style. So it looks like cat form does count as 2 weapon style. She gets wild form corrode. And where's the flurry effect? Maybe these are passives. Frenzy's not a passive. Where's the fucking flurry effect? I can see it right there. Oh, it's not flurry. She already used flurry? Oh, it already expired? Does frenzy replace it? It's a 7-second action speed buff. Alright, we'll watch that again in a second. Alright, let's just watch that again for how fucking beautiful that was. And I also want to see if Flurry overwrites that. So let's load. Most of Flurry time spent on Raging. There's no cooldown on... Raging doesn't have a... unlike other spells, it doesn't have a recovery period. So I don't think so. There might be a recovery period on Flurry. That's a possibility. We'll take a look in a second.
Be on your guard.
So let's watch the buff cycle again. She runs over, she gets in melee. Once she's in melee, she has the new decision to shapeshift, which she does. So she shapeshifts. She immediately flurries. Let's look at what flurry is. Flurry has no cast time instant, doesn't have a recovery. And it lasts for 9 seconds. Alright, so there goes flurry. Okay. Flurry's up. 9 seconds. She frenzies. Cat Flurry and Frenzy are active now. There's no recovery period after that.
Better try something else. Not my best moment.
Alright, seems to be there this time. Frenzy and Flurried. What's her current attack speed? I wish that was a stat. I don't know if it's a stat. Okay. She just fucking vaporized that. Or someone vaporized that. Was that Lana? Lana activates Frenzy. She activates Frenzy 4 times. Oh, she just dumped her resources. She literally casts Frenzy 4 times in a row. I would assume that buffs would check for themselves. Alright, we need to add another conditional to Frenzy. It's fine. This is why we're doing this. It's such pain excruciating thing. We'd never have noticed that. I'd be like, wow, she's using Frenzy very well, very efficiently. Are these other people chain casting? He might just be chain casting his fucking buff too. We should worried about that. Okay, so let's load first. I don't think I can make it conditional. I could give it a timer. That'd be fine. I was gonna make a conditional if you didn't have the might buff already, because it is a might buff. So although I maybe want to cast it over top of a might buff, because it's better than a might buff. Yeah, you're probably right. Okay, I like the cooldown idea. All right, so the duration of frenzy is 15 seconds for us. Is that accurate? I don't know. Let's give it a 15-second cooldown. I'm sure we'll lose our conditional in just a second, but let's save. Let's take a quick look. Nope, looks good. Oh, I didn't look if it was fucking there or not. Sorry. Okay, it did save. It's fine. All right, let's try the fight. I also want to see if, well, I'll do this in a minute. Let's go ahead and check. So I have party athletics. It shouldn't be failing with the main character climbing. It's kind of gonna be awkward if main character has to do all the interactions and you're leveling other things and other people. But let's just grab this for now and do the grappling hook for noise so we can summon the fight. All right. Hands off the keyboard. See what happens. Oh, Naga showed up. They buff. Sure, sure. I want to watch Lana. What is Lana doing? She runs over.
This weapon's no good.
She hits the Naga. And she shapeshifts into a cat. Flurries. This is still the cooldown from her original weapon swing. And she frenzies. She activates frenzy once. Goes apeshit. Lets this girl die. Alright, so the next thing I want to test, that's working as intended. Let's see if the shifting works as intended. So we're going to kind of do this fight again, but we're not going to let anyone except Lana do anything. And I want to change one thing real quick too, which is, I'm pretty sure I want her changing slightly faster too.
Well,
So, oh god, I turned it off. It probably broke everything. Fucking hope not. That's good. Let's cut this time down a little bit further. Okay. See that it actually took. Did. Let's go ahead and interact with this.
Just say the word.
Let's say I want chat to do it. Does chat do it? Oh, it tests against our fucking leader. It's annoying. Alright, doesn't matter, it's fine. We just want to summon the fight again anyways. Okay. Shit pops out. Can I have my guys now? Soon? Okay. Lana races
I'll
over.
take care of it.
Can't hide from.
Bring them down.
You guys run over here. Okay. At full health, shifts to cat form, gets hit.
Spell.
It actually set her back. Maybe we do want concentration. Set her back entirely. Okay. She's in cat form. She goes to flurry. Starts hitting. Gets hit real hard. Where's the cooldown? She is below 25%. So 25% health. So a quarter of 81 is 20. She's slightly above that. It's scary because the next hit's gonna fucking kill her. Okay, she's below 25. Oh, she's just dead. Okay, that's what I don't want to have happen. Oh, man. I mean, I can make her use recovery at less than 50%, but it's kind of sad. All right, let's slow the damage. She's getting hit pretty hard. Let's slow the damage down slightly. Let's have everybody come over here.